Welcome back, guys. Okay, I'm doing a Halloween set for you today, and it's a brand new set, so I've done all of my prep. I've put on a clear base, give it a rough file just around the edges to make sure it's nice and crisp and ready. And as you can see, I have applied Gilver as a base on top of the clear base on every single nail. The reason being is because we went for like a peekaboo kind of Louboutin style, so when you turn over the nails they're all Gilver, but on top they're totally different. So just to explain that part to you, so after doing all the Gilver, I've come in with Black Beauty on the pinky to make sure that it's fully covered. I don't want to see any of the Gilver through the tops of these nails, so it has to make sure that the colour on top is dense enough to cover it. And I'm using Love Affair on the middle, not the middle, the ring finger, 5 fingers, Leah, no, 4 fingers and a thumb, haha, see. Over to the 4-finger, and with Black Beauty again, good coverage, make sure I can't see that Gilver. And then onto the middle finger, once I had cleaned out my Monomer dish and changed the monomer. Don't want to get any of the red or black pigment, like any contamination whatsoever, because obviously your white is not going to be looking white. And when we put together the set on the first hand, it is generally like figuring out what colours go where as we go, so otherwise I would have done the white first. Then applying a base coat of gel, I've then put my water decal on top of the wet base coat, and then smoothed it all out, make sure there's no wrinkles and no air bubbles, and then pop it into the lamp for a full cure. Then I pop on some glitter just around the decal, just to kind of take the glare or the brightness out of the white, so it doesn't like overly stand out of the set. The glitter is called Peacock Surprise, but I have no idea where it is from. Not a clue. Not a clue. And then this one I think is called Ruby Red Slippers, I think. It's from GlitterStella. I'm sure it was GlitterStella. It's something like that. And then I'm going to cap all the nails, and then when they're dry I'm going to do all the shaping and finish filing, ready for all of the on the top work. Now I'm just using a white gel pen to do a very comic-y style spider's web rather than a detailed or a crisp one, just a comic-y style, I guess. And then when I'm done, into the lamp to fully cure, and then I'm going to top coat every single nail. And here I'm coming in with the red chrome, and I'm just applying it in the area that I'm going to actually do the blood droplets. So the way I do it is I put the chrome on, dust it all off, and then I use a dotting tool and some top coat, non-tacky top coat as well. And I just draw the droplets with the clear top coat, and then when it goes into the lamp and it's fully cured, when you come out you just wipe it with a clean wipe and some isopropyl alcohol, and it'll just take away all of the chrome that isn't covered by the top coat that you've used to do the droplets. I know it's a really bad filming angle, I'm sorry, it's always hard when I'm doing the left hand. If I'm ever recording the left, it always ends up being really hard. But here you see, this is where I've wiped all of the excess off, and that's how the finished nail looks. And then moving over onto the little finger, and I've just used Nightrider, which is a new blue, and Serene Green, and I've just double dipped into both of them, the green and the blue, and then drawn on like the thin body of where the snake is going to go. And this little part here, that's where his head's going to go, and then he'll have his little snaky tongue coming out, which I'm going to draw in gel paint. And then just adding in the last little bit of his body going down the tip of the nail. Then once that's dried, come in and do all of my artwork on top just to give him a little bit of definition. I'm using a white acrylic paint so that I can wash it down where I need to. And then I'm using a black gel paint and a red gel paint for the extra detail. I'm using the white first just to pop on a little bit of light definition, really. It's just to help with shading. It's nothing that's going to be like OTT and like realistic and lifelike and such. It was just more of a little gimmick, really. And put on the white background of his little eyes, and then I'll come in and put in the little black dots, even though snake eyes do not look like that. I'm drawing on as well with the white. I'm doing like little, like tortoise kind of shapes on top. We have a corn snake, Darwin, so he basically looks like a tortoise. He's not one of the white, the really pale ones. He's a darker version, like a grass snake coloured version. So I wanted to like kind of imitate what he had. And there I am putting the two little dots, and that's black gel that I'm using, black gel paint. And then I'm just colouring in and shading the areas that I've drawn with the white, just to give it a little bit more definition again, darker spots on him. And in we go with the red gel paint to do his little tongue. And then a little bit of top coat on top to seal him in, and we are all good to go. So, thank you for joining me for this part 1 of the Monster Mash, and I'll see you in the next one.